You having fun? You wanna dance? Come on, I like this song. Let's dance.
I'm tired, my legs are pinching.
So Joseph is a French expat who's hired by a Nigerian company as an architect, and it's his first time in Africa. He is married, but it's not quite sure what's going to happen with him and his wife back in France. So the way I got this role is, I've been friends with the founders of Roku TV for a while, Jason and Bastian, and I was hanging out with Bastian one day, and he says, "Hey, Rich, we're doing this TV show, and we need a white guy to play an expat role." And he's like, "I did the last one. Do you want to do this one?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Yeah, it'll be really fun." So I said, "Sure." I don't have any acting experience, but he's like, "You'll be fine." So yeah, the next thing I know, a couple weeks later, I'm on set shooting a Nollywood TV show. Let's see. Well, obviously my bedroom scenes, those are really fun. I mean, it's like, you're looking at yourself, and you're watching it on camera, and you're like, wow, I'm actually getting paid for this. I'm like rolling around in bed with like a beautiful Nigerian girl. Yeah, that was really fun. But then, we had so much fun on set. All the guys, I mean, everybody I worked with, super supportive. We had such a good time. I mean, it was an amazing experience. We got to eat all this local food all the time. We had, lots of fans who would come and just, watch us and see what's going on. Because we'd film sometimes in nightclubs. So you always had people who were just excited about what was going on. So the skills necessary for the role, I mean, besides learning how to speak up, memorizing the lines. I thought memorizing the lines would be the hardest thing, but actually it's not that hard, because when you shoot a movie or a TV show, you shoot in small segments. So before the segment, you can memorize your lines. So that wasn't the hardest part. I think the hardest part is learning how to project your voice. Because not always will there be a lapel mic, there might be a boom mic, and you really have to speak louder than you normally would, so that all the sound gets picked up, and try to sound natural while you're doing that. Because speaking up is not my natural voice. I'm kind of quiet, and I think you'll see in the film. I think as it progresses, I get better at learning to project. Who will love my character? I think expats will identify with my character. I play a very typical expat who, is sort of in a rocky marriage, and comes to Nigeria for the first time, and is kind of overwhelmed by the friendly, beautiful women that want to be my friends, mostly for money. So I think expats will identify with that. But then, I think Nigerian guys, Nigerian girls also, there's enough expats in Lagos where they sort of see the experiences that we have, and I think they'll also identify, like, okay, yeah, I know someone. We were all really good friends. Never had any problems with anyone there. Everybody was super supportive. I mean, Uche took me as sort of his little brother. We got along really great. Susan Peters was always really nice to me, but everyone really everyone treated me really well. I really I felt like I was part of the family, and we just all had such a great time. Well, not that I know of. I mean, I imagine that there might have been. I didn't see any. I mean, the first girlfriend that I had to do the bedroom scenes with, and I mean, I think even though you're acting, if you're going to, I mean, there was some kissing and hugging in bed and all of that, and obviously she was a very nice girl, so I think there was some chemistry there. But you know, we talked about it. We're like, yeah, we have to work together. Let's even if there's chemistry, let's not act on it. So I think probably a lot of people, maybe there was some other chemistry between other people too, but as far as I know, nothing was acted upon. Let's see. Who would I kiss? I guess it would be Susan, because she's just really pretty. Who would I snub? I wouldn't. I don't think I would snub any of them. Yeah, they're all such nice guys. What was the last question? Oh, let's see. Who would I hug? Well, someone like Uche is someone like it was almost like a father-son relationship. So when I see him, I hug him like just a great guy. Well, I hope that one, it's entertaining for them, so gives them a distraction from work and their daily routine. So I hope it helps them sort of clear their heads and entertain and enjoy stuff. But also, I mean, there's a lot of relationship dynamics involved. You know, husbands and wives and girlfriends and all of that gets sort of put out in the open and addressed in a very sort of straightforward way. So I think people will maybe look at some of their relationships and identify with some of the characters and some of the struggles that they're having and be like, am I like this character? Like, this guy looks kind of like me, acts kind of like me. Like, am I really him? So I think it'll help people sort of look at their own lives and the relationships that they have with the people around them. Let's see, what will surprise viewers? I think the script is very very raw. We don't smooth over anything. You know, it's like a bunch of guys talking, and we talk about sex, and we talk about different types, and we talk about oral sex, and we talk about lots of stuff. Very very unfiltered. It's really sort of what you would hear if you were hanging out with a bunch of guys anyway. So it's not sugar-coated. So I think some of that will shock people. It's not. It's all tasteful, but it's it's very very real. So what are we doing to promote this? It's funny because when I started the role, I had a different job here in Nigeria, and finished up that one, and was looking for something new, and got hired by Ringier, West Africa, to run Pulse, which is a giant news platform. And so when they said, okay, the show's coming out in December, I'm like, well, great, I'm in a perfect position to promote it. So we're working with Rock Studios, Pulse, working together to promote it as much as any Nollywood production has been promoted. So really fortunate and lucky that I ended up in this position. And Pulse loves Nollywood. Pulse loves promoting indigenous art and business. So really happy that it ended up here and can really put a push behind Husbands of Lagos like it deserves. Hey, what'd you say your name was again? Hi, my name is Rich Tanksley. I play Joseph on Husbands of Lagos. I think everybody should watch this. It's going to be super exciting, very raw, very real, and it'll help you evaluate the relationships that you have in your life and see if you can identify with some of the characters in it.